Several years ago, a lady approached me at City College, where I was a student, and she narrated a story, an experience actually that happened to her. She went somewhere and she got some African artwork, and she decorated a house with them. A few days after that, strange things started happening in her home and in her life. She started hearing voices. She started hearing footsteps of people moving around the house, but she couldn't see anybody. She started having all kinds of dreams. Strange things were happening. And then she started wondering what in the world is going on. As she thought about it, it dawned on her that it was after she brought those things to her home that strange things started happening. So she made a decision to throw out all those things. So she did. She threw out everything. And every strange occurrences stopped. So she got it. What she brought into her house was demonic. I want to draw your attention to something. And it is the fact that sometimes objects carry in them demonic residues. Sometimes objects are demonic. And if you have any demonic object in your home, what you're doing is you're opening the door of your home to Satan. And he'll be able to come in to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I want you to take some time out to actually look into your home and see if there are things in your house that are demonic. If they are, no matter how much you pray and pray and pray, the devil, as far as he is concerned, has a legal access and a legal right to come into your life and into your home because you have something that belongs to him. Whenever you are buying things and bringing them into your home, you always need to ask yourself, what is this and what does it represent? There are times when people go buy some mask. It might be an African mask, or it may be some South African mask, or South American mask rather, or something, some cultural kind of thing. You need to ask yourself, this may look nice, this may look great, but what does it mean? What does it represent? When it's the picture of a face of someone, you need to ask yourself, who is this person? What do they stand for? What did they do in this world when they were in this world? Because those key questions can help you avoid bringing demonic stuff into your home. There are times when what you bring into your home represents something demonic and you do not know it. All you know is that this thing looks nice, I need to decorate my house with it. I heard of a story of a couple. They went to one of those street fairs and they got a ceiling fan. They saw the fan and they just thought it was cute. So they brought it to their home and they installed it in the house. A few weeks after that, the husband started feeling this urge and desire to go sleep with another woman. The wife too was feeling the same thing, to go sleep with another woman. And they couldn't understand what was going on. One day, as they sat down in the living room, they were talking, and the husband started talking about it, and the wife said, "Really? You having that kind of experience? I'm having the same thing too. We've both been thinking about going to sleep with someone. Something is strange here, something is wrong. We love each other, and we've never had this experience before." So they decided to pray about it. Let me pause and let you know this. When strange things are happening in your life, you need to pray about it. When you pray that God should open your eyes and reveal things to you, you will be shocked what he will reveal to you. Anyway, so they prayed about it and God said to them, it was the fan. The fan? What does fan have to do with anything? It was kind of strange to them. But anyway, they obeyed the Lord and they went and checked out the fan. And they looked and looked around the fan, and on top of the fan they found out that there was a sticker there. And on that sticker was a picture of a woman. And written on it, it says, the Japanese god of lust. So that made sense. That's why they've been having all these lustful thoughts and lustful desires. There was a sticker on the fan that represented the Japanese goddess of lust. Now, you would think, but this is an ordinary sticker. Well, you're now realizing that even though it was just a sticker is carrying spirits with it. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. There are times when you bring things into your home that is carrying spirits, demonic spirits. And when you do that, your home becomes a kind of altar. It becomes a kind of place where demonic spirits can come in and out because you have something that represents them. You have a reason why they can come there, and you have given them an access into your life. So please, check out your life. Check out your house. Check out anything that belongs to you and see if there's anything demonic that you're carrying around. Do you have books in your possession that are demonic? Do you have items in your possession that are demonic? When you do, don't be surprised that your children are acting crazy. Don't be surprised that strange things are happening in your life. Don't be surprised that all kinds of strange occurrences are happening to you, because you have given the devil a legal access into your life. Whenever you have anything that belongs to him in your life or in your home, then it has a right to come in. Be very, very careful. Check out your home. I remember several years ago, my dad got saved. And being that before he got saved, he was involved in a few things that are, occultic. And when he went back home, he went and got rid of everything that was related to occultism. Any magic book, anything at all that has to do with occultism, he got rid of them. And that's the right thing to do. In the book of Acts, chapter 19, verse 19, they did the same thing too. They brought all their curious books and all their demonic stuff and they burnt them. And that's what you do. You get rid of everything that is demonic in your home. One of the CDs I have is called Spiritual Cleansing for the Home. And I went into detail and explained all the different kinds of things that are demonic, that people thought are harmless, that people just bring to their home and they think this is cute and they decorate their house with it. But be very careful. Not everything that looks innocent is innocent. And before I wrap this up, let me draw your attention to something I see among African Americans today. A lot of African Americans are tracing their roots to the motherland. And I thought that is a great thing. But you see, you got to be careful in doing that. As you trace your roots back home, you need to be careful that you are not just getting involved with just anything and everything that you see. Because not everything about back home is of God. There are many things about back home, just like many things about America too, that are of the devil. And you got to be careful. So many African Americans, they go there and somebody says, oh yeah, why don't you do this ritual, do that ritual, and they do it. Not knowing that they are actually opening up their lives to the devil. Be very careful. Before you get yourself messed up and your life messed up, you need to question, what is this? What does it stand for? What am I doing? Not everything that is cultural is good. Some of the cultural things are outright demonic. So be very careful. And if you don't know what it is that you're trying to get into, ask someone that knows. If it has to do with the motherland, specifically Nigeria, you can reach out to the deliveranzone.com. Send us a message and we will be able to, answer some of their questions that has to do with the motherland. Be very careful the things that you're getting yourself involved in, because you may mess up your life through it. So be very careful. Look through your home. If there's anything that's questionable, even things that you're not sure of, if you're not sure of it, it might just be safer. It's better safe than sorry, like they said, to just get rid of it. If you don't know what it represents. I remember a pastor friend of mine and I, we went to pray for a lady. And this lady, she's African, and she had in her home some witch doctor's carving. So some carvings and masks that represents witch doctors and masquerades. And she didn't realize it. And all kinds of stuff were happening to her. So the very first thing we did was get rid of that thing. Made her realize that this is part of your problem. So if you have things in your possession, and they don't have to be from Africa, they could be from Asia, they could be from South America, wherever they're from, if they are demonic, if you're not sure of it, you need to research and find out what it is and what it stands for. If it stands for anything demonic, then you need to get rid of it so that you can close that door to Satan. And you want to pray that anything that has come into your life as a result of those strange objects will leave your life in the name